Hey.
Hey! You gotta click twice to go live, apparently.
Yeah. And to turn it off, it goes, "You sure?" And you're like, "Please, yes."
Yes, 20
No,
seconds ago.
no.
20 seconds ago.
There we go. Gary's still glitched, so welcome. I am in charge of Tales of the Lost Emporium tonight.
Yeah.
The show is gonna go to shit.
Hey, I'm slowly catching up.
We'll do the three sponsors again. We have got representing Monkeys Emporium. That's still in the shit that Johnny gave me.
Yes.
We've also got the newly branded Lost Souls Pizza. And then literally underneath Minion G's house, you have got his local friendly gaming store, Shea Glass Games.
Yay!
It might be
back.
downstairs, but it's upstairs for the D&D.
Definitely.
There we go. I think he's caught up.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't require any sort of internet connection, it's all right.
Just don't move too much so it doesn't have to reload.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll stay perfectly still.
Gary's got the equivalent of a two-sided dice for the internet connection, also known as a coin.
It's a D2. It's a D2, damn it. Good evening, everybody. Thank you for the intro, Sherry. Thank you for producing. I don't know if the video played. Everything locked up for me. I'm sure stuff.
I think it played halfway through because I forgot to start.
Very pretty, she nailed it.
Brilliant. Yeah, so we're back again. And we've got Johnny with us this week as well as everyone that was here last week. Woo.
I do need Jeremiah and Felix to roll D100s.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So we have this competition every week.
Every week before stream. Or on stream. Depends.
It's to get everybody's dice rolling warmed up. It's really important.
What's it called? D&D Beyond, yeah.
And Dan keeps arguing that it doesn't matter, but then Dan has also played with both me and PJ in the same room and has gone, well, how the fuck is this possible?
Yeah. I get it now.
One of them couldn't stop rolling 20s. The other one couldn't get above a 2. It was...
But let's not forget, last week, Flashheart was clearly man of the match, wasn't he?
He was.
I heard this. I did watch a little bit of it, but I didn't watch it. I didn't watch it right to the end, if I'm honest with you.
No problem.
It all came up Flashheart, and we won't talk too much about it because I wouldn't want to spoil the serialization of the next chapter of the Flashheart novel. How many things were killed? 4
things.
Yes.
And you saved Fatora.
12 things. Easy.
I bet he was swashbuckling.
Yeah.
It was more hiding, running out, and dragging dead bodies back, bringing them back to life.
Jeremiah never learned to stay hidden.
No.
That was brilliant. Jeremiah rolled 11 to hit about a dozen times.
Yeah.
Bless him.
I rolled 2 to hit twice in a row.
Cool. So, producer Shari,
yeah,
your next job is to put the players big screen so that they can introduce their characters for me, please.
There you go. You can go first.
Have it.
Hello.
Hello.
I just woke up. I've got I've got a funny problem with my back, so I'm lying down, and I'm also a little bit loopy. So I might fall asleep on stream. But also,
wouldn't be the first time.
I can't get D&D Beyond to work.
I can't get D&D Beyond to work. You can't log in.
Are you serious? Well, I can't. Oh wait, I might be doing something. Hello, everybody. My name is Pete.
The app is working. I know that much. Like the D&D app is working.
I'm on the website.
Mine's working at the moment, but I've got backup tables for you all to roll on.
Yeah, you need to take him. You can.
What? Well, whose turn is it next? Did you finish introducing Jeremiah? I don't know.
Jeremiah.
There we go.
Monk of the Four Elements.
I think Peter's done.
Yeah.
Wah.
Hello. Hello. You right?
You're right.
That former person, that lovely person before me was Pete Jeremiah. Love him.
Hello.
He's monk, and I am his padre. My name is Felix Moorbottom. I am a bard, halfling, man of many talents, master of few. I sing occasionally some songs, but I tend to get involved with the management a bit more. I would also quite like to live forever.
Awesome.
Hello.
Hey. Oh, never good to see yourself full screen when you're not ready. That's like you guys ever been at like a buffet style situation and you've gone in for a crisp and it's cheese and onion, but you weren't ready for it. Yeah.
Also, when you're expecting really salted and then cheese and onion is what you eat.
Or even crazier. Oh, what's that little chicken nugget? Scampi wasn't ready for it.
Or the worst that PJ ever did was he thought he was making himself a glass of milk, took a sip, and it was orange juice, but he didn't realise. And then he threw up because he assumed the milk had gone sour until he realised it was orange juice. He was like, "Well."
Well, as our resident top tier chef would, I'm sure, attest that the first bite is with the eye, isn't it? So if you think you're getting something else, anyway. My name's Dan. I'm playing Lord Flashheart, local hero, warrior soul, kindred spirit to all of my followers, all the people that help me on my journeys, my brave heroic journeys. Also cowardly, self-serving, and just a bit of a legend, really, and I mean that in both an infamous and famous way. Famously infamous. Last week, things actually went my way, and as is tradition, half the party weren't there to see it. So, we're going to do.
Amazing.
Hello.
Hello.
I am playing Faetora. She is the mum of the group. She is a life cleric. She is an Eladrin. She is engaged and getting married in 4 months, and so she still has all of that to plan. She recently set up an escape room in the Yawning Portal with doing and helping other people's help. She's now apparently dabbling in producing, so she's starting up a podcast in the hall. Like so basically, she goes into town once a week and she sets up like a little table. She's having a little podcast this evening, so she's giving that a go now.
Just uses loads of message spells for a long time.
Pretty much.
No,
She's got Screech there. She's got Screech, and Screech is just broadcasting.
Oh no!
You buy seed pods to put in your ears, right? And that's how it's broadcast to everybody.
Yeah, there we go. It doesn't like when Gary goes big screen. Like it does not like Gary going big screen.
I think that's Gary's internet connection. Extreme.
I mean, also, I've spent the last 10 minutes while you lot have been doing big screen, where someone's gone big screen, they've gone, yay, it's me. And then 3 minutes later, I see them big screen. And I'm like, oh, okay. I knew it was coming. It was no surprise to me. Bloody connections. Right. Anyway, so we are back with the Revengers for the
Someone's echoing.
Who's got a loop going on?
Ooh, we all went quiet.
We did. Is it Pete?
Hang on a minute.
No.
We'll do the mute one. If I mute
It's not me.
No, hello.
Oh.
Whoa.
Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening.
It's Pete. It was right at the end of Pete. So, Pete's face is just...
Pete looks like he's about to drop the world's best doom album ever.
I don't know.
Some dark synth is coming out of Pete's
Yeah.
face though.
Pete is just happy to exist with us tonight, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah,
Jeremiah had a really big drag show on last night, and so he's needing to recover.
He might
So,
have laddered his tights.
Yeah, we are back with the Revengers. They are in Waterdeep in the Screeching Pumpkin, which is their own tavern. And because we got someone back in this week, we just need to catch up with Felix and find out what he's been doing for the last 6+
6
months. Yeah, what you've been doing for the last 6 months in Waterdeep since you came out of Avernus.
Other than reading my book.
Yes.
Right, I've been in touch with my sister, right?
Yeah.
Transpires, she has a lot of clients. However, that has put me in an interesting position because there's a couple of unique people in hell that I've now continued to talk to in a weird way because I think they're still so the one, the professor-y guy or the guy yeah. So he's blatantly sleeping with my sister. But that's cool. That's her business. Oldest trade in the world. She's happy. She's happy. She's in hell. It's quite exotic. So, so she's cool. And I talk to people. Also, I've been managing a few acts. I'm trying to get a few acts out there. The book deal, like we say, has come off well. Book deal's done. I'd love to do some kind of tour myself, but to be honest with you, I can't be asked. So I've started sending out other bards, train them up a bit, show them a few spells, send them out 15%, bang in. So there you go. That's awesome. That's life. Mom and Dad are right. Everybody's all right. I haven't told them about their daughter. I've said that she's working at our place and for other people and traveling around a bit. And what was a parrot? Yeah.
Brilliant. Covering for her. That's nice. Cool. So there was something happened last week. Felix was obviously off doing stuff. There's a mess in the Screeching Pumpkin that needs to be cleared up. A lot of protoplasmic flesh is oozing around.
Fatora instantly dictates that going to Felix, going, I am never running your party business again. I took control of it one time. Not happening.
What happened?
Fucking mimics is what happened. Fucking mimics.
It was a proper party. That's what happened.
Is it something permanent we can do? Chaps, we've been to hell and back in the most exact terms, but we can't get rid of the fucking mimics in our pub.
No, it's because Dernan said it was all linked to the yawning portal or something to do with the magic is unstable underneath.
I'm just saying it should be on the list of things to sort out. If we need to sort that, it's just a pain. Can't we make an anti...
Ooh.
An anti-mimic circle?
Yeah.
It's a possibility. I mean, the ones last week were because the Catalantas, it was all the supplies you'd sent to theirs for a party.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're not a fan of us.
How did it go? Have they done the party?
Well, the party didn't happen because they disappeared.
There are no Catalantas. You did meet them in hell.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, aye. I thought they'd come back, though. I assumed
no, we sent Mad Maggie after them because we convinced them the Mad Maggie was... we convinced Mad Maggie that they stole from her.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
I did that, didn't I? Oh, yeah. Mad Maggie. Has anybody talked to her lately?
Well, you're the one who's still in contact with you from hell.
Yeah, but Mad Maggie's not going to go and see my sister. Well, I
It was,
don't know.
it was a long list.
She's very highly spoken of. And it's worth noting, Felix, because you will have missed this last week. Although you're out of hell, you feel permanently scarred from your time there.
I'm a little. So I thought about this. I have really been thinking about this, right? Because so this is me before hell.
Yeah.
Afterwards, I'm gonna be much more punk. Do you know what I mean? Like,
oh, amazing.
Like, it's punked, isn't it? I think we've all come back a little bit dirty. Do you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, I'm engaged to Joel Axel. Like, I'm very aware of what you mean.
What's all that about? I just look across at Jeremiah and I don't say anything. I just gauge his response to the.
Joel Axel's still in town as well. Joel Axel keeps popping over and bringing Victoria coffee in the morning, and like, obviously a cinnamon coffee as we discussed, and he keeps bringing her breakfast every morning. And like, Jeremiah tries to ban him every time, but he still gets through.
Yeah, baby.
So what it will mean is every time you roll a crit, you have to re-roll it. So in order to get a crit, you've got a double crit. Because of the effect that Avernus has had on you all.
What?
However, yeah.
Which you can only do if you have Shari's real life actual dice.
Yes. I rolled so many nat 20s.
If you roll an 11 twice, it's still just an 11.
Unless you roll 11 11s in a row, but Pete tapped out a 10 last week. So.
He quit.
I will say that the dice that kept rolling me 20s were the dice that I bought from Valkyrie RPGs. Just a heads up, if you want to get some dice that can roll that 20s all night long, you want to go to Valkyrie RPG to get the dice. They are gorgeous. Quick little plug.
See what you can do. I'm going to do this really quick on stream because you can't. See if you press comments in the top right hand corner, see Shari.
Comments.
And then you press the person's name show.
Show.
It'll pop up.
Hey.
So in the comments, you can write Valkyrie and then put your comment up. Anyway. Cool.
I can see that now. That's my lag.
We're just having a spasm show. It's fine. Yeah, for some reason they've decided I'm hosting the show tonight, and I don't know why they decided to do this.
Now I gave you quite precise reasons for why I was giving it to you. It's fine.
You guys are in your pub, the Screeching Pumpkin, with Screech. Hey guys, giving his big promo bit, but he's like, pubs temporarily closed. There's goo everywhere. You do not want to be setting foot in there. And so he keeps people away for a little while you tidy it up. You've got your Kenku helping to clean up. The good news is there's no need to do any mimics this session because we've already had the line, and that's what it's all about. But once you set the tavern straight and Felix is back and about and you're all going about your business, a vaguely familiar character comes in. You recognize him as Richal LePage Turner. He's the guy that owns the bookstore.
Bookworm.
Oh, yeah, man.
Yeah, the bookworm. And he comes in and he's looking around, and then his eyes light up when he sees Flashart, and he goes running over and he goes, Mr. Flashart, have you got a moment, please? Somewhere.
Oh my God, it's Mr. Lizard.
It's
Mr.
Lizard. I take a pen out and start to sign whatever he's put in front of me, as I assume he's just a fan.
And he's like, yes, that will do as a receipt. And he fishes around in his cloak and he pulls out a bag of coins and he hands you over 1,000 gold coins. He goes, this is the current royalty payment for this month. The books are still doing very well. Don't forget, I would love to get you over for a signing session and maybe a meet and greet for your fans.
Well, I'm always down for keen for a signing session. Obviously, we can charge per signature, but I'm resting my signing hand at the moment because I don't know if you've heard, I was quite heroic in a battle recently, and I need to rest my hand. But I'm keen for some signing. Meet and greet with fans. Depends what kind of fans, if I'm honest.
All sorts. So more adventures. Well, I'll look forward to reading these in a future instalment, I'm sure.
Yes.
Have you thought of hiring a ghostwriter? I mean, I'm partial to it myself. I don't mind writing some stuff for you. We want to make sure that
the barman's already a ghost, so you may as well get a ghost writer.
Oh yeah, Nigel the barman. How can I forget Nigel? He's like, yes, I do it for a very small cut. I don't mind if that's something you want to investigate.
Oh, I'd be very keen to do that. But as long as we have to get some paperwork drawn up that I get final edit of everything, and anything we discuss is between us. And there are basically, I am going to, if there was a spell called NDA, I'd be casting it all over your face. NDA. Only we can discuss what goes into the book.
I'll get some proposals together for you, and we can hammer out those minor details. But yes, there's the current royalty payments, so I'll leave it in your trust. Yeah, don't strain the hand of awesome. No, please take it easy. Rest up.
I look around to make sure everyone sees this interaction and how impressive I am. And no one's looking. No one cares.
Now, Victoria looks over and just rolls her eyes, like giggling, just like here we go. Like this isn't gonna get old
As she
quickly.
signs another book and stacks it up on the side.
Flashheart takes the eye roll as an eyelid flutter and is quite pleased with himself.
Yeah.
As the bookman is leaving, I stop him and kind of nonchalantly say, "Did you review my graphic novel?"
And it's like, yes, I mean, the pictures were somewhat simple, and my clientele, they're much more into literary, big literary works, and it's all about the phrasing of the sentences, and pictures are just a bit simplistic. I hear there's a toy shop a few streets over that might be interested in maybe your work. I'm sure it's fine where you're from, but here in the city, we like a better class of storytelling, but it's fine.
Before I finish the speaking, I turn around and walk away.
He leaves. People are coming in and out of the tavern. You guys got anything you want to do in particular today?
General catch up. General sit around, make sure the pub's running well. I think.
Victoria's just doing some basic fucking wedding planning. She's like, shit, this is happening.
Are you having the reception for the wedding?
Nothing's been decided. Okay, here's the thing. Nothing has been decided. Victoria looked at John Axel and just went, so what's happening? Because when Victoria doesn't understand how much time had passed, she's like, shit, there's only 4 months. And she's like, she asked if he had any plans, and he went, I've got some, but for the most part, you decide. And then that was it. He brought coffee, and then he keeps bringing her coffee every morning, which is really nice. Like, she appreciates the coffee, but she's like, nothing is planned.
You know what's in vogue at the moment on the wedding scene,
What?
Feywild.
You want us to have a wedding in the Feywild? I mean, that is where Victoria technically has been blessed from. Like, she's never actually been to the Feywild.
That's what I'm saying.
Do you think we should have a wedding in the Feywild?
Yeah.
Someone say chat box so I know I am here. There we go. There we go. Look, we made your thing.
She's a proper producer.
I am.
Yeah.
There you go.
Cool. We can have a wedding planning session. No.
Oh my god. You don't need to have a wedding planning session. You just need to let Felix talk, I think, for like 10 minutes, and that'll be the wedding planned. I think that's literally all it would be. Felix is going to take this as his biggest challenge yet.
There's only other one thing that I would like to I would have built it myself. I think I will have had enough time to enchant it. It's just whether I will have earned enough to do it. I really like the idea of some kind of urine with the message spell enchanted in it.
Okay, you basically
You know
want
what I mean? Yeah.
you want sending stones, but like a consistent sending stone.
In the urine that we have in our year,
Okay.
and
So
when we
you've got a
give our
permanent
year a
intercom.
little tug,
Would you like me to ask my betrothed if that is something he can acquire?
or if it needs to be enchanted, I don't know, maybe.
We have got
mean-
some money still.
You've got some money, but you also know two of the most powerful spellcasters in the
We do.
city. One of whom is friendly with Felix, one of whom is friendly with Fonkin.
That is true.
So you can,
And we
you can
gave
make
one of
it
them a
always
drag
there.
nobe.
Where's the little short man?
We think he's still in hell clearing up some like warlord business. They said it's something about still needing revenge. I asked Zariel to keep an eye on him while he stays there. Because obviously, I pulled it in to help with the whole escape room guy we used to do. So like we're best buds again now. It's fine. So I asked Zariel just to keep an eye, make sure he doesn't actually die in hell. Make sure another 26 years don't pass without us knowing. That kind of jazz.
Hang on. Right, that's me. Is he ever the little short man with me? Yes. Oh, yes. Has he been in this year? Yeah, he's still in hell.
There we go. So you talking to your sister?
Yeah.
Is he also one of your clientele?
I saw. I don't want to know where he puts our finger.
No.
Pass on Flash Heart's regards.
Jeremiah's still got a drawing of of what
Yeah?
went down in with Rhapsody, I believe. Cool. So you can all make me perception rolls, please.
Perception. I got a dirty 20.
Ooh.
I got what is now known as rolling a Jeremiah 11.
And what did Jeremiah get?
Fucking 11.
Did you actually?
Yeah.
I saw it pop up just as Dan said
Oh,
that.
Jesus Christ.
19 was my
Why'd you roll
Excellent.
twice?
because I rolled with advantage. I don't know why. It says on my sheet.
So the good thing is when Pete rolls an 11, he's actually rolling a double critical fail. It's
No.
2 ones, isn't it? That's what he's doing. Failing hard. Cool. So Flashart and Jeremiah don't really notice anything out of the ordinary. The other two in the group notice a man. He comes in, he sticks to the shadows. And it's almost like you can only see him at the corner of your eye. And when you turn to look directly at him, it's hard to track him. And he's got this long cloak pulled over him. And he's sort of hunched. And he makes his way to the bar. And he's sort of looking around as if he's after someone in particular. Looks a bit shady, but like I say, it's always just in the periphery of your vision. It is the only really way you can spot him.
So Tora walks around the bar if he's walked up to the bar and just goes
Yeah.
to start to serve him.
Okay.
You're right, my lovely. What can I get for you?
And he's like, I'm not sure exactly what I'm after. Do I need refreshment? Maybe I do. I don't know. It's been a while. And he pulls back the hood a bit, and he's got a shaved head, and he looks very, very old. He's almost like a prune-like old man. But his eyes are quite bright, and he's like, okay, why? What do you recommend? I'll do that. Yes. What do you recommend?
Well, that all depends on what type of evening you're expecting. If you want to get shit-faced, you want to try the night and tells that turn around and let us take over you. Funnily enough, really fucking toxic, but means you forget the night. If you
Okay.
just want something that's a little bit more upscale, I would try like an elven wine because it's a bit on the pricier side, but it does end up having just that hint of berries come through.
Yeah.
If you just want something that's like cheap and cheerful and you're not really too bothered about it, we do have just some basic ale. It is made here. It's the cheapest thing we've got. Great when you get some deals with the local breweries, especially when you have a best-selling author in the house.
A best-selling author. Oh, that sounds interesting. Okay. I tell you what, give me your most potent brew then. Yes, yes.
I
that'll do.
jumped up on the bar, lean on the bar. That's gotta be the Scorpion's milk. That's gotta be the Scorpion's milk.
There we go.
Sounds good. Yes, yes. I'll have one of those, please.
So Feitora makes a scorpion's milk.
I'd like to think it's actually used like one of these drinks that uses the venom.
Yeah,
Like it doesn't just stay drunk. It kind of
no, 100%.
a little bit.
I'd also
Cool.
think that it's Jeremiah who created the drink because he's immune to poison. So I feel like Jeremiah was just putting everything in, and it's just become it gives
Literally
it.
just the venom. The
Yeah, and
venom
it gives the
uses
same
on his
effect.
influence.
I'm very good at milking scorpions.
Yep. And it gives the same effect, like just having your lips and tongue go a little bit numb, and it gives you that little buzz.
Basically, a mild poisoning.
Yes.
Excellent.
So that's why
He,
Feitora makes it.
He gratefully takes the drink and then he leaves a gold piece on the counter. He's like,
Nice.
for your
Whoa,
troubles.
whoa, whoa, whoa,
And
whoa,
then
whoa, whoa! You have to milk a scorpion. That's 2 gold pieces.
and he says, "Show me the price list, then."
I say, it's all right. Go on. I'm putting you there.
There you go. Feitora just rolls her eyes again, just picks up the gold, puts it in the till or whatever the fuck we have. I don't know. Do we have a till or box? What is that fucking cashier
What do you think
system?
this is the proper establishment. We have a box.
A proper box.
We're all divided up on a thing. Come we do it the old school way. No. You put the money in a tube, it shoots upstairs, then they put the change back in the tube and send the tube back down. That is how we run the account. So there's no money. You are?
You've been giving up change. Give you the change.
Never give them change.
Doesn't all the money go into Jeremiah's bag of holding? Like
I think it's separate little separate holes for whoever serves, and it all just goes into one funnel into Jeremiah's unlimited bag of holding.
Yeah.
So that's like it just funnels off down below into the big bag.
Yeah.
He's downstairs most nights, just like Scrooge McDuck, innit?
Yeah. You're like, oh, I've done really well on tips tonight. You put it in the tip jar and it just goes down a different tube.
Yeah. Jeremiah too.
So the old man knocks the drink back, puts the empty glass down, and he goes, "Yes, it's not bad, I guess. Yes, okay."
I look at my sundial, and I give it like 30 seconds. I was in about 30 seconds.
No change whatsoever.
He should be slurring. He should be like a funny red. He should be like everybody says it feels like you're boiling from your eyes down.
Is he the guy that we met up in the mountains?
No. He looks as old as that guy, though.
Right. Okay.
There's something sus about this guy, and there's got to be, isn't there?
Well, Feitora's looking to see if there's any markings. Like, is he wearing hand wraps, or is he? Like, she's looking for.
You are.
No one would recognize him.
I don't think so.
No, not yet. Give me an investigation roll then, Feitora, if you're trying to.
Yeah, I'm trying to suss him out.
Spy on him.
14.
14. Let me see what he will do. He will.
Well, he's got a
he beats that. He beats that with a 22.
Yeah.
You don't notice anything. Like literally, all you can see is this prune-like old man face, and he looks fairly innocuous and sort of happy and jolly.
But what's your name then?
And he's like, oh, my name. Yes, that's. Hang on, I've just got to scroll down to where I wrote my name.
Yay, Hartley.
It's more R's than that. R hardly. But no, it's in a similar vein. It's Tem Valesk.
Can you? Okay, I'm dyslexic. Can you spell that?
Tem. You can call me Tem.
Just Tem Vales.
Valesk. Valesk.
Okay.
Tam, the first name, yeah?
Tem Valesk.
Tem.
So what are you doing in Waterdeep then, Tem?
I'm after somebody. I mean, after sounds a bit. Oh, that sounds a bit harsh. I mean, I'm seeking somebody.
Who are you
in the city.
seeking?
He's a monk of some renown. Made
And
quite a
me-
name for himself recently.
Immediately look over at Jeremiah. But I do it in like a way that I don't want him to know, so I just do it with my eyes.
Well, yeah, Feitora's just while he's doing because she knows Felix.
Stuffing some new gold in his vest while he's serving cookies in the bar.
Feitora just kind of leans forward and goes, "Well, you've come to a pub of where people talk. Any chance you could tell us the name? Might be able to help you."
Do you know any monks at all?
A few. I've met a few in my time.
You've met some, and are there some locally?
Yeah, there's some quite local.
Waterdeep, there's everybody here.
I was
There's
gonna say.
elves, there's dwarves. Dude, that's a ghost serving that man drinks. What's his name?
That's a good point. I don't spend a lot of time in cities, you see. It's all a bit, I wouldn't say new. I've done it before, but it's been so long and I'm having trouble remembering the correct etiquette. Anyway, I'm after a guy called Jeremiah Havoc.
I don't know.
Yeah, a record wrapped in the pub. And then you see Jeremiah kind of sink.
Oh. So
Then
Feitora just
rolling away.
may I ask?
Rolling.
While Jeremiah's trying to get away, may I ask why you're looking for this person? Like, obviously, we might be able to help find them, but obviously, if they wonder why, we won't be able to give them an answer.
I mean, if you have to give them that, you could say, we've just got some monkey business to sort out.
Is this going to be the brother of the shadow that Jeremiah murdered in the desert? You punched my shadow brother to death.
Oh, God.
Is he from, like, because Feitora's just trying to remember how monks work, and it's like, are you from the same monastery? Is that something like, because we might be able to help with that way if we can't find him, like we might know somebody from the monastery.
I mean, that's quite personal details for a monk to divulge. I would prefer to withhold that sort of information for now. Are you aware of a Jeremiah Havoc anywhere?
Do you know what? I think I am.
I am he.
Okay.
Give me a deception roll.
Oh, bring it on. I love this shit. That's what I'm built for. I'm making sure if he's getting grief, he's not having it. He's not having any grief. Like Lords. 17.
17. Oh, that's pretty strong. He rolled a 28 though.
But what through it?
Yeah. He knows you're lying. He chooses not to make it. He just gives a little chuckle and goes, I can clearly see you're not at the peak of physical form, so you're definitely not monk trained.
So
I've just heard that he's mentioned Jeremiah Havoc, and I say, "Oh, Jeremiah, he's over there behind the bar."
Flash shot.
Oh, I thought he was looking. Are you looking for Jeremiah Havoc?
Flash shot.
Feitora, it's fine. If anything kicks off, these hands.
I come from behind the bar, and I sashay through the rest of the team. I outstand one arm, say, Jeremiah Havoc at your service. Pleased to meet you, sir. And then I burn a key point and set Flashheart's trousers on fire.
Flashheart barely notices. It's always a rager down there.
At which this guy burns a key point to stop Flashheart's trousers from being on fire. And he goes, do you think that's a wise use of the universal energy that you have accumulated?
Yes, do it again.
Wisdom is as wisdom does.
He goes, I can see I was right to come over here and try and find you, Jeremiah. You've definitely strayed from the path. And he introduces himself as Tem Valesk. And give me a history check, Jeremiah, please.
Oh, just
With
Jeremiah.
advantage. Yeah, just Jeremiah with advantage.
11. So 19.
And again.
Cool.
Yeah, so 19, because you had a double. Yep.
19.
Brilliant. You recognize that name from your time in the temple, in that there was one of the Grand Masters of the temple that went by a name very similar to that, almost the same.
Yeah, I say to him, well, you see, the problem with the path that you think that I strayed from is that it's a very one-dimensional path. It's very linear. I don't really see my existence as linear or one-dimensional. So if it's all the same to you, I'll keep walking my own path. Thank you. Would you like another drink?
I mean, I will take you up on the offer of the drink, but what you don't understand is the powers
You got
we
to-
taught, the powers we taught and gifted to you, come with a certain responsibility in how they're used. Now, I don't mind you doing the little jokes. The bit that we're really concerned with, Jeremiah, is we hear you have a piece of hell attached to you, and that's a bit of a concern for the temple.
So
I'm on the edge of the bar. I go. I'm like this.
I pull a bottle out. I pull a bottle out from under the bar, and I use my generally useless Arm of the Nine Helms. I'm going to. Hold on a second. I'm going to use Scorching Grey to open up the bottle from behind the fridge. 2 gold, please. Don't forget to tip.
I mean, he rolls his eyes at such flagrant misuse of power, and he goes, "I'm glad you demonstrated that. Yes, that you really should get rid of that. That is going to take you down a dark path that we don't wish the monastery to be associated with."
You already picked me up. They don't want to be associated with me. Now listen, when you're in hell, you adapt to your surroundings. And I'm sorry, but this arm looks kind of cool. So I thought I would adapt to my surroundings and look kind of cool in hell. And I paid a lot for it. So unless you want to give me back what I paid for it, plus a little bit more, I don't see any reason to let go of the arm. It's armless.
And what did you pay for it?
Well, I think that they wanted either 12,000 gold pieces, or I could just give them my soul.
And you traded your soul?
I mean, have you been to hell? It's like kind of a probably, it's the kind of place where you don't question things like giving away your soul or like not eating, or And to be honest, I couldn't do anything else down there. None of the powers I actually have from the 4 elements were any use down there because of all the fire that already exists down there. So what the heck? Someone's going to offer me an arm that I can actually use to protect myself and my fellow Avengers. All it costs is my soul. My soul's already gone. Why shouldn't I?
Okay. Well,
Surviving on a different plane. Surviving on a different plane, you have to play by a different set of rules. And to be honest, I don't even owe you this explanation.
Well, you're now on this plane, so now the rules of the temple come back. So
And you're in
I've
night pub, so the rules of the pub are what we're working towards.
give me a no. I don't need a role. He's like, well, I have other business for the monastery. I will be going away. I'll be coming back in 4 weeks. I will call in here. I expect to see the arm gone. Otherwise, I will have to take steps to ensure that I remove the arm for you.
Well, you can remove the arm for me anyway. I just want paying back what I paid for it. Either my soul back or 12,000 gold.
Souls are not a currency I deal in.
Well, arms not the currency I deal in, sweetheart. So you're up.
It's like, well, I've delivered my terms. I will see you in 4 weeks.
All right, don't let the door hit your ass on the way out. So,
Excellent. And he takes the bottle that you melted the top off and he swigs it all down in one. And then he toddles off, sticking to the shadows again, like blinking in and out of your vision.
that's right. Felix, that's the bottle that pissed in.
I lean over my my crotch area still smouldering and say, "Who's your mate?"
Not my mate.
Oh,
Jeremiah.
I think you should hear him out because, no disrespect, whatever. Oh, he's like you and he's immune to poison.
Yeah.
Oh, bloody hell.
Jeremiah,
No,
who
he was
was
like a
he?
cheater, like
He was one of the big wigs at the monastery. He was always putting me in detention and telling me I was useless.
really. But now he wants to know him because, like, you are like, oh.
Jeremiah, what's he going to do if you can...
It's the same as always. They want me to be the way that they want me to be, not the way that I want me to be. I need to be able to use my power wherever I see fit.
What's he going to do in 4 weeks if that arm isn't gone?
I'm going to be talking about tomorrow.
How'd you piss with it?
He doesn't piss with the arm, Felix, and that is not the thing that we're focusing on in this
It's a
conversation.
trick, isn't it? I'm just saying.
No, it's good magnetic resonance. It holds the bottle really still, and then I can fill up the bottle with the other hand when the bell end like that comes in.
he should have to roll an athletics roll every time he takes a piss so he doesn't cut himself in half with that hellish arm.
Maybe we can... Okay. Maybe we can find an alternative because Vatora still has her helmet. She got it back. Like, not every hellish weapon, if it's in somebody's hand, means it's bad. So maybe we can try and get them to see that. So you can keep your arm, but cutting off your nose and trying to back over your temple.
To be honest with you, I'd rather return to something else. But it just sounds like somebody coming in and telling me how to live mine.
Maybe we can have a word and try and figure out.
I think I got a song coming.
Might.
It's my life. I'll have to work on that one.
You'll have to work on that one.
Excellent. Okay, so that sort of brought the mood down of the party. You know, Jeremiah is somewhat pouty now. And let's see. So I think it's Jeremiah and Flashart. You get the biggest hit from this, but all the party feel it's like a sudden sense of unease and like bad luck has descended upon you. And imagine just the darkest of dark moods. It hits you all at exactly the same time. Just like bang. And Flashart and Jeremiah, you in particular, you can feel your doom approaching, and you can feel it approaching from the east of the city. You can tell it's quite a distance away, but it's like you can physically feel your end of life coming towards you.
Like, who's that? Kofila?
Jeremiah and Flashart.
This isn't.
Wait, does Vitora feel anything? Because Vitora's finished all her deals.
Yep. You still feel it. Like I say, the rest of you don't feel it quite to the. You feel a general sense of impending doom, but it doesn't feel like it's the end of your life on its way. But those two definitely do.
I say, guys,
I blow bubbles into my drink. You know, like when you bubble up the drink.
guys, the shrimp we ate, it might have been bad.
That were no shrimp.
That wasn't shrimp. It was scorpion tails.
Oh, is an after effect of scorpion tails an impending sense of doom?
What did you two do?
Well,
Have we felt this feeling before? Is it
No.
comparable to anything?
What?
It feels a bit like when you were down in Avernus, you know, that sense of dread, but
Heaviness.
it's turned up quite a bit.
What?
In which case, Jeremiah's gonna smudge his mascara a bit.
Right, what deals did we make when we were in hell that we still had? Oh shit, we made a deal that when we came back to fucking thing we'd spread someone's met. We made a fucking deal.
Oh, what? What are you on about? We didn't make no deals.
We made deals. We made a deal that when we came back here, somebody would
It's not
get
a
in
different
contact with
realm.
us.
It's on a different realm. It don't count.
No, that wasn't me.
It's like
That
3
was the only
seconds.
thing I made was my arm.
There was a party deal that we made.
Oh, I
Not
think on a
including all
party-
the other deals. You've still got to kill fucking giants for Bell.
Who has to kill giants? When?
You do. You made the fucking vote to kill a unicorn and giants.
Oh, look. She that one with wing, she sorted it all out. It was all right. I got my sister on a blower. She said it's fine. Don't have to worry.
You're still on the fucking time scale, Felix. Right, what deals do we have to fucking complete?
I know of a deal that needs completing.
It might help to tick that one off.
Just saying.
Well, you're the one who's got to organise it, so
Be a Kenku, not a can't coup.
Thank you.
That's inspiration right there.
Flashheart, you're the one who has to organise that deal.
Okay.
Okay, you tell me a time and place, and I'll be there.
Right. So, how bad do you feel about this, then, chaps? Like, you obviously, I'm looking at Flashheart, I'm looking at Jeremiah. They're obviously visually a bit more disturbed than me and Feitor.
Mm.
What do you say, Gary?
Yep, definitely.
So I say, what deals did you two make that we didn't? The arm. And what did you do? You've done also. God knows what he's done.
Well,
But,
the person he made deals with died, but
No,
he still.
so I
He's actually a war criminal.
other than the date deal between me and Feitora, the only deal that I have that theoretically didn't die with my shield is Mahedi gets control of my body one day a year.
oh no!
At random, whenever he pleases. But to be fair, I think I got like a really cool set of like spooky dokies out of it or something. So maybe it's good.
But then, so Feitora made the deal to go on a date with Gargaroth, but Gargaroth is dead, so I'm out of that one.
Mhm.
And go on a date with Flashheart and to marry Jalaxel.
Flashheart is
was-
very much alive, so you're not out of that one.
I'm not out of that one.
Right. So first thing I do, I send message to the woman that is my patron of the city. What's her name? That lovely lady.
Silverhand.
Yeah.
Silverhand.
LaVale
I
Silverhand.
say Silverhand. I send a message to her, right? Immediately saying, I need the best lawyer solicitor. The money combined. That's the first thing I do, right?
Mr.
That's the
Lizard
first thing I
is
do.
making his way.
First thing I do. Right, next, we need to barricade ourselves, and yeah, we need to close this bar for tonight. If you think there's something heading this way,
This pub isn't going to be able to hold anything out. We can't even fucking hold out the nosy fucking bookworm shop owner. What makes you think we can fucking hold out
I told you
whatever
should
the
stop-
fuck is coming?
I told her we should start tranquilizing them when they come in.
Don't tempt me. What other deals did you guys make? I thought we made a deal that when we came back onto the realm, somebody would get in contact with us.
Yeah, you've done
Well,
that.
So we are literally expecting someone. Like we are expecting
coming
someone.
this way, right? So we can sit around trying to work out what it is, or we can start preparing because.
Or we could just go and meet them halfway and try and make sure because imagine if your girlfriend finds out that the whole reason somebody's come into the town and fucks it up is because of you.
Listen, as long as it's not the reanimated, enraged corpses of a bunch of dead halfling kids, Flashheart's fine.
Dude,
I can help with that anyway.
If our crazy fucker gets inside of you, right? The havoc. In one day, fuck me.
Right. Should we?
It'll be like the cataclysm again, you know. Like,
should we go and just meet it? Like, if you guys say it's coming from the east, right? Should we just go meet it?
I feel like it might be the last thing I do.
Should we complete deals and see if that makes you feel easier?
Why don't we do something interesting? Why don't we
sunglasses?
I'm just wondering if we jump a long way away, does the impending doom jump the same distance, or does it stay a long way away?
Well, why don't we run to the west and see? Because you should be able to feel if it's getting further away or not.
Is that right? Do we think the way the feeling works that if I did an experiment, there might be something there?
You can.
I bumped 500 feet. Dimension door. Boom. I bumped 500 feet the other way.
Okay. So who are you taking? Are you taking Flashheart through your
door? No, I got it by myself.
Yeah, he can't take Flashheart through. He can't take Flashheart through.
Flashheart's too tall.
It feels about the same, to be honest. You probably need a lot more distance to make
it. For more.
Using all of his spells.
Has to walk back.
It's probably lessened by about 1,000 yards.
I'd polymorph into a giant eagle and just start flying.
Okay. So you're in the middle of the city, you polymorph into a giant eagle, you take off. Make me a perception roll, please.
Perfect. This is what I'm going for.
Victoria's back at the pub going like, right, what other deals? Are you sure these are the only deals you fucking made?
I got perception. But I can roll with advantage.
Jeremiah's deal was always that it would be until he died. It wouldn't be sped up.
Funkin's the one that had deals with like lessons.
What does that say? Does it say on your screen what I rolled there?
Let's have a look.
There should be 2. I rolled 1.
You rolled 12 and 20.
Oh well, I'm taking 20, haven't I?
Was it a natural 20?
Dirty 20.
No, dirty.
Oh.
Right. So you notice with your eagle vision that 3 griffin knights who patrol the skies above Waterdeep are somewhat alarmed that a giant eagle has appeared in the middle of the city and just flown up, because that's quite suspicious. So they're heading your way at speed to figure out what's going on.
Okay. Come back to me. Just keep talking. Come back to me. Give me a second.
Right. Flash, like, should we start getting rid of these? Like, what other deals did you make? What deals did you make with Gargaroth, even though we don't know if they've actually gone because Gargaroth's dead? Because was Gargaroth who you made deals with, or did he make deals for other people?
No, I mean, so you had to go on a date with him. He's dead.
Yeah, well, that one I physically can't do. But
I had to kill a bunch of halflings, but he's dead.
Yes, but but you know how like Mahadi, you know how like Mahadi makes deals, but the deal isn't with Mahadi, it's with Asmodeus, which is what Jeremiah did.
Oh, my deals were definitely with Gargaroth. Yeah, my deals were with him, and he told me they were because he was the one that completed the half of the deal. It was like destroy all these people, and I will kill A unicorn.
So
which,
we
Which
didn't-
I did.
So we haven't made a deal with anyone else.
Well, I am remembering something from what you're saying about a deal.
We had
with-
one deal about somebody turning up,
Yeah,
and I can't remember who we made that deal with for the life of me.
yeah.
Genuinely, Gag, can you
okay.
help with that?
Yeah, you do have another outstanding deal with Mahadi, which is actually with Asmodeus, where they will turn up and you will have to go and complete a task for them.
Whose
Right.
deal? Who made that deal?
We all did.
You all did as a group for that
Oh.
one.
I can't remember why. I think it was for safety to Bell's something.
It was probably like for a cheeseburger. Let's be real.
But that's a deal that we all made.
Mm.
So it could
Yep.
be that. It could be
Was this towards the end of our trip in hell when Fatora seemed to just go on a deal frenzy and we just made all the deals?
none of my
Oh.
my deals. Look, I didn't actually go on a deal frenzy, and my deal ended up being one of the least fucking problematic deals in
Listen,
the end.
behind
'cause I
your back,
saved.
behind your back, we started calling you Kim Deal. And if you like indie music, that's incredibly funny.
Nope. But anyway,
Cool.
like my deal
So-
was actually one of the least problematic deals. I paid off
So
all
there's a
of
couple-
mine.
There's a couple of things going off. Felix has gone really far away, turned into an eagle, and is flying through the skies. He also sent a message to L'Oreal Silverhand, and she'll reply now and go, what was it you asked her exactly? You wanted to bring a lawyer because you're worried about deals, was it?
The best lawyer.
Yeah. I want the best. It must be whether they're like, is the Norms the best lawyers? I don't know. Who's the best?
The best,
Mr. Lizard.
the
If
best,
it's not
Lizard,
Mr.
yeah.
Lizard, I don't want it. If it's
The
not
best
Mr.
scaly
Lizard, I
lawyer.
don't want
It's
it.
gotta be. She's
the
like,
best scaly. It's got to be scaly.
I have a contact at someone we've used for legal disputes before. He's Mr. Lizard. I can
Yes.
get in touch with him. Or would you like me to meet you at the Screeching Pumpkin?
If you could, first of all, sorry to butt in, if you could call off your like guardy things, because I think, oh shit.
And she's like, what are you doing exactly?
I'm an eagle.
Well, stop being an eagle.
I immediately drop polymorph, start falling.
Okay.
But I'm hoping that I've travelled like, as I've seen now, I've come back. I've tried to come back 5 hours, and then I'm using my last dimension door to hopefully get the 500 yards. I'm kind of hoping that I will have got to like literally like
Christ.
eagle me bamf. Like,
yeah,
Yeah.
you can absolutely do that.
cool. Back at the bar, boom. Oh, oh,
What the-
oh,
Felix, what
the fuck? Literally drop-
Oh, that was fun. I like that. You still
Cool.
feeling like rubbish, hen lads?
Yeah.
Well, they're starting to remember the deal we made, which was as Mahadi would meet us, and like we've got to do a quest for Asmodeus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Well-
it might be that, but I don't know why it's affecting them two more than us.
When was the they're going to ask all these questions, right? I think we got a lawyer, like a solicitor.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't know.
who?
A lizard, Mr. Lizard.
Oh, Mr. Lizard. Yeah, he deals with my my publicity legal arrangements.
Brilliant.
Is he as good as they say? Because like, can he get? What I'm saying is, there might be a legal. Oop, I'm sure there must be. I mean, you know.
He's never let me down.
Well, like, let's go down our route. In the meantime, we need to discover what's coming this way. So,
Right. Okay.
Did
Uh.
you not think to look while you were an eagle?
dude, I was too busy shitting my knickers. I did, which was a problem, which some of that southern district is going to need a real fucking clean up.
So we think the thing that's. So are we all agreed that the thing that's coming is bad? Correct.
It don't feel good.
Cool.
Okay,
Victoria gets in contact with Jal Axel. Because if anyone's going to know when shit's going on, of course it's going to be him.
Whoa,
Of course he's going to fucking know.
It's not
right here.
it's
We are
not bad
right
enough.
here.
It's not bad enough to get him involved. Come on, we don't need
Hello,
that.
Do you want-
That's
Well, she's got
come
the
on.
ring, isn't she? Are you sure?
Yeah, yeah. You can call Jarl Axel anytime.
Come on.
She's just going to turn around, just like give him a quick one, and be like, you don't happen to know, based on all of your connections, if Mahadi or somebody from hell or something is coming from the east of the city right now after us?
And he's like, well, I mean, hello. I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
Look, I have died to mimics multiple times today. You've already known this. I filled you in with all of this earlier.
Yes, I understand. Let me see. Well, okay. Well, what's exactly the problem then? You feel there's unfulfilled deals from Avernus. That can be a problem that bites you in the arse quite considerably. But you know what's led to this sudden worry, my dear?
Well, Jeremiah and Flashheart, like we all feel this sudden dread and doom, but they feel it incredibly strongly that something's coming, almost like their life is about to end.
Oh, dread and doom. I might have an inkling what that'll be. I'll pop by later tonight.
Oh. That's okay.
What did Jal Axel say, Fatal?
Is he on his way? Is he on his way?
He might be on it. He's always on his way.
Ah.
He has an inkling. He's just gonna double check it out before he tells. He
Can I-
doesn't want to give false
Has he
information.
sorted it? Has he sorted it? Do we have to
Like,
worry?
Yes, we still have to worry. Like the
Well,
fact
he's-
that
Can I just make something clear? We had a vision, a premonition that something awful this way cometh. And then out of the blue, here he is smelling the cinnamon. He was the thing.
I don't think he's the thing.
I agree.
Well,
I agree.
I think I've told you since day one he's the thing.
My feeling of impending doom gets worse every time I think about him.
Jeremiah, go to the top of the pub, find the tallest building you can find, and see if you can see anything.
We're going to say jump off.
No, go be Batman. Go be Batman and go up
Oh,
and
yeah,
see if you can see
Batman.
anything.
Fine.
Oh, what a shame! I'm making you have to do your favorite thing.
I'm gonna give him some bardic inspiration as he goes past
Yay.
and it'll be the best. Like all that,
It's,
yeah. All that.
Finn Balor's entrance music from the Indies. Very good. Yeah, great. I'll go to the top. I'll go to the tallest spire, and the whole time I'm going up there, I'm thinking, God, I've been playing this cool, but I'm fucking terrified. What the hell is going on? I get to the top of the tower, and yeah, is it nighttime? It's nighttime. Sorry. I get to the top of the tower. I get to the top of the tower, and I strike a little silhouette against the moon, and then I jump. And I deploy my wings.
So if it's not nighttime, he's put his sunglasses on.
Now, Jeremiah, this is all good. I'm going to be generous. Just make me one athletics roll to see if
11.
everything goes according to plan. I mean, it'd be really good if you critted it, because you'd have to re-roll it. But we all know it's going to be 11, right?
I rolled an 8 because I got a nat 1 and I've got +7.
You rolled a natural 1.
Oh dear.
I appreciate the honesty. So you
Yeah,
climb up.
I'm not going to bullshit. What was I on this one?
Yeah, this is good. You
Like, can I use my arm of the 9 helms to deploy some Bollywood physics?
Yeah,
Iron Man?
not with a natural 1, you can't. No, you climb up, you jump off. You are feeling really bad, and it's the doom overcomes you, and you just think, "Oh, what's the point? I don't need to deploy the wings, do I? It's not really that important." And you were at the highest tower, right? Which will be a temple of some sort. So,
Yeah.
Trigger
you
warning,
only-
chat, suicide.
Gary,
Yeah.
Gary.
Yeah,
Two words, mate, and it's a question.
yeah.
Suicide squid. Is that what we're
It's
dealing
the
with?
despair squid. No, it's not quite the despair squid.
Oh, it's not. It's sorry.
something else.
Sorry. It's not. It's the despair squid, isn't it? Okay, it's not the despair squid.
I was
okay.
having a conversation about that only yesterday. That is the best episode of the entire thing because it's the only one with recurring characters many times over.
Gave us Dwayne Dibley.
Yep.
Yep.
And that's why it's
And the rights are back now, isn't he? Anyway, go on.
so. Jeremiah, you leap off.
Certificate attack and use burning key point to use slow fall as my defense to the attack.
Not yet, no. Because
Is it?
you're feeling as if there's no point going on. So you leap off this tower. Fortunately, there's another roof like 50 feet below. And you crash into that roof and you take 17 points of bludgeoning damage.
That's fine. I don't want anyone to know about this. I want them all to think that I've done a really good job. So I'm going to deploy my grappling hook and go back up to the top of the tower and try and do it again.
Okay.
What he doesn't realise is that had he turned round, we're all just standing where he just smashed through.
It just comes with a pub kitchen.
Yeah, it comes right through and just,
Before anyone notices. Cool. So another athletics check then.
You've got bardic inspiration. You've got bardic
yeah,
inspiration.
Yeah, but there was no point using it on that one.
No, but this time
Yeah.
D10.
Just don't be another nat one.
Okay, so I got 15 for athletics. I got 15 for athletics to deploy the grappling hook.
Plus a D10.
If you need it. Yeah, you're fine with that for the grappling hook, but then you've got to do another roll
Jump
to
off
do
the
your
building.
wings.
That's what I think you should use
I'll
there.
take the bardic inspiration for this if it's all the same to everyone else.
Yeah.
Hey, I critted.
Yeah.
Did
No.
you get a natural 20?
Reroll.
You got to
So I've
re-roll
got
it.
20. So I've got 27.
You need to
You gotta
reroll.
re-roll it.
I'm gonna re-roll. Oh my god! I rolled a 2. I've got a 9. I've got a
That's
D10
fine.
bardic
You do
inspiration.
it. Yeah, add a D10. Add a D10.
You get
So
to
I've
one on
got-
the D10.
9 plus 10, so I got 19.
There we go.
I thought this was going to be a Chris Morris sketch where the rest of our time together is just you going smash. Smash.
Yes, you deploy Batmonk wings and you glide to the ground without actually having done what you were asked to do, which was look while you were at the top of the tower. You just climbed up and dived
I'm
off.
turning around while I'm swooping.
Okay.
I'm looking.
While you're lower than the point you were at.
No.
I see the ground. I see the ground.
To be fair, you don't see anything. So still
Pouting
over.
with you. He's
Something.
pouting with you. Like,
Yeah.
no, this isn't even Jeremiah. This is Pete. Pete is pouting.
Reference, you guys. I put my back outside. I'm pouting. It's because I'm back up on meds.
You keep cutting in and out.
He's having a bad night, bless him.
Yay.
Can't move very freely. But the thought of jumping off the tower and gliding down without so much of a twinge, I tell you, it's brought me joy and relief. Anyway, so I've done my scouting bit. I'd like to think that I kind of spiral down the highest tower, and then just as I'm about to go through, just as I come down to street level, my wings pop back in, and I do a ninja roll through the front door. So yeah, nothing to see there. There's nothing's happened.
But you might notice he looks somewhat injured. And scuffed up.
Go behind the bar and put myself close to the greater healing.
Cool. Okay. So now that Jeremiah's back, L'Oreal Silverhand turns up and she has Mr. Lizard with her.
Yes.
Which is going to be
No
interesting
way.
because Dan's going to have to play 2 characters now.
Hey! Dan goes
Right,
through as like the DM for just a little bit.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Well, I've got the lawyer. What deals are you interested in?"
Actually-
wait.
Oh.
I woke up to Mr. Lizard. I put my hand up in front of me and say, "Good afternoon, Mr. Lizard." What does he do?
He looks at your hand and gives it a flick of the tongue and says, "Mr. Lizard, at your disposal, at your services."
I
This
do
is-
believe
My
we
name
should
is
let.
James Smallbottom. We are fucked up. It's a long story. We'll give you all the details later. This is Fatora. She will fill you in.
I do believe actually that Flashheart is the one who's already had correspondences with you before. Maybe it's best. Maybe it's best to let Flashheart lead this conversation. I love that Felix was going to do the same thing. Johnny's like, yes. Flashheart, would you like to lead this conversation with since you've already worked with?
Okay,
Mr. Lizard
we
before?
can do this. Okay. Okay. Mr. Lizard doesn't wear.
Wait. There we
Oh,
go.
come on. This is terrible production. All right, Mr. Lizard doesn't wear glasses. All right, you ready?
Okay.
Okay. So, Mr. Lizard, good to see you again. How are the new book rights going? Yes. This is Mr. Lizard. The book rights are going well. All Flashhearts. Everyone is waiting for the next chapter, and I can pretty much establish whatever rates you want. This is great news. Why are you here, Mr. Lizard? Have we got business to do with my book? No, I was summoned here for some reason. Apparently, some deals are being done. Some deals have been signed, and maybe they're coming back to be problematic. So I just need to know what sort of deals have been signed. Then Mr. Lizard can do his scaly work. Oh, there's only one deal I've got, Mr. Lizard, and that's a date with Fatora. Which I'll make sure I include in all the details in the next chapter of the book. Well, that will sell well. I know people like romance novels. Mr. Lizard knows a lot about romance. So, is there anyone else here other than Lord Flashheart that does know why I'm here?
Excellent work.
That was beautiful.
Can we all vote? Can we all vote to give an inspiration point for that?
Please.
That was
Can
outstanding.
There we go.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm crying. Oh, that was
So-
great.
To save Dan's sanity. Because I was mildly disappointed he didn't lick his lips once like Mr. Lizard should do.
Mr. Lizard knows better than to lick his lips in front of Lord Flashheart. It gives off all the wrong signals.
He's had dealings. You will talk to Mr. Lizard about the deals you made in hell, and he will inform you that any contract made with the devil is a copy of it is taken to the Hall of Concordance in the city of Sigil, which is a different realm of reality, which is the realm of logic. And it's enforced by Primus. And if the deal is broken by either party, then Primus will send out one of his enforcement constructs to.
What deal do we
enact-
break?
So, if we were to break, this is what would happen. So, Mr. Lizard, my question to you is then, if we were to appeal or felt that somebody had broken or breached, where do we send a letter? Do we?
Well, were any of the deals? Were any of these deals made under duress? Do you feel like?
Well, I feel like
Felix's was.
I feel like, here's my opinion. You've sold thousands of books. I've sold thousands of books. Fatora sold thousands of books. those Jeremiah Havoc sticks are selling like hotcakes, right? We are the
What?
heroes of the day. We have saved like a bow. I imagine you've got like a what a bow. Because the big arm model, you can't afford to quite make the action figure of the big massive arm yet. That's costing
It's
a
got-
lot.
You know those Hulk hands that you put your hands
Yeah,
in.
yeah.
It's got them infernal hand wraps.
Oh, I like that. I got merch.
I'm wondering if
Is he not just selling wraps?
Oh, yeah.
Infernal wraps.
bandages. Bandages.
No. They're the food.
Oh, right.
Jeremiah's infernal wraps.
He's in the
Put your
shawarma
hands.
business.
So I think my opinion is, I think we have a right to go there and say, look, we were there against the rest, and what we had to do in a time of war for the freedom of a city, no less. If it wasn't for us, that city would be, all of those souls would be. There must be something in
But
there.
for this doom to be more troubling them two than us two means the deal must have been broken.
Yeah, but
Because me and you are not affected. Me and you, like, we can feel it, but we're not really affected. Like, we've still got time.
in this kingdom, this is a kingdom, Gary, I assume, or just Lizard.
Yeah.
If I know for a fact that if I have a dispute with somebody with a contract, I can go and see the sovereign and I can petition my case. He might say, "Go away, you're done," but I would get a chance to do that.
But
Well,
I feel like we need to find out, why is it affecting these two more? Because what deal has been broken? Because we clearly haven't broke. Like, we can feel a doom, but it's not like, oh, we're gonna die soon. But they feel like they're going to die soon, which makes me think that they've broken a deal, or a deal is coming close to not being completed.
There is an old lizard saying, if doom you feel, then the deal you must appeal.
this man is thinking. He's brilliant.
Jar
I want to give Mr.
Oh my
Lizard
God.
a bardic inspiration.
I want to get
Jarl Axel swaggers in and he's like,
No,
"Hey
fuck off.
gang." He's like, "Hello, love. I understand there's a problem. Care to elaborate?"
Fetora catches him up quickly with everything that
Yeah.
Mr. Lizard has been saying, and like talking about appeals, but trying to figure out what the deal is, and like genuinely confused. And she like catches him up a bit with everything that's been going on, rather than going through this whole spiel again.
Yeah, and he's like, and it's Jeremiah and Flash Arts, right? They feel like their death is closing in.
Every time you get near, yeah.
What deal did she just looks and she goes, "What deal did they make?"
He goes, "You may have an idea," and he goes and briefly chats to L'Oreal Silverhand, and he says, "Okay, I'm gonna need some hair samples from you both for Miss Silverhand to just work through my theory." And he's like, "Please give her a sample of your hair."
That's a big ask.
Isn't Jeremiah's not bald, is he? I always assume
No,
monks are
no.
bald.
I with deference, I pull out of my disguise kit a small but very attractive gold set of scissors. I regally pass them to Flash Art, and I say, "Come on, old chap."
Flashheart looks Jarl Axel square in the eye and pulls down his shirt to show all of his chest hair and snips some off and hands it over.
You can keep
Okay.
that.
And then goes and hands some hair to the Silverhand, who's the one that wants it.
Gets returned away. Oh, sorry.
Jeremiah, are you offering some hair? Or
I'll hand it over.
okay, so
Plenty
L'Oreal
more where that
Silverhand,
came from.
she conjures a silver bowl and she does some stuff. And then she goes and confers with Jarl Axel in the corner. And he's like, okay, allow me to break it to them. And she's like, all right, I'll take Mr. Lizard away. And she beckons to him, and her and Mr. Lizard disappear. And Jarlaxle comes over. I've got to say, he's looking real smug.
When's he not?
That's
Like,
right.
so much more smug than usual. At first, he looks at Fatora and gives her a wink. And then he goes, fellas, I don't know how to break this to you in a way you're going to like. I mean, I'm going to like it, but just trust me. So, you remember when we met when we were in Avernus, and you met the guy Arkham the Cruel, and you had a favor to ask for him, and he asked you as a group to do something for him.
Did we murder
I
somebody?
do not recall.
He-
He says, yeah, there was a halfling baker that you guys had saved before, and he beat him up. And like, you two were the most keen to just get on with it, and like without missing a heartbeat.
What happens in hell with regards to halflings stays in hell, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, that's fine. The only trouble is, what can happen is when you've done something particularly cruel to someone, is they can come back as a revenant. And what a revenant is it's a displaced soul that will hunt you down across time and space and try to bring about the end of your life. Now, I had an inkling. It appears that because you'd previously saved this halfling and given him so much hope, his spirit felt utterly betrayed, that he's come back and singled out you two as the source of his ire. And he's going to just keep coming like a relentless spirit to try to bring about your death.
Yeah.
I'm not into. I'm sure there are ways to get rid of it. I can go and look into that if that's something you'd like. But I mean, the good news is he's got short legs.
You're
But,
being haunted by a halfling baker. Of all the things we went through in hell, we've just gone through killing giants, and now you're telling me that we got a baker.
Well,
That's why we get good lawyers, we get good people around us. I'm telling them.
if you want Flashheart and all that comes with Flashheart at your wedding, giving a lovely speech, maybe getting you in People magazine, I suggest you do go away and you do investigate as to how to get rid of this thing.
Well, I mean, you know.
I walk up to him and I go, come here. And I take him like that. And I go, please, mate, please. Come on. Here's a favour. I turn around and look at Jeremiah and I'm like, I got this, mate. I got this. Please. What do you want? What do you need?
It's like,
Oh,
okay,
you just asked
I'll-
the first words to
Fuck's
Jarlaxle.
sake.
New deals. I'm up for new deals. Deals are good.
It's like, oh, okay. I will go and look into it for you, and I can name my price. Is that what you're saying?
Within reason. I mean, I have to run it past Mr. Lizard.
Yes! Yes!
It's like, very well. I'll get Mr. Lizard to draw up a contract, and I'll get it sent over for you to peruse. That's not a problem. And then he's like,
Whoa,
I mean-
whoa. Do I hear this?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Oh, go. So, no. He'll get Mr. Lizard to draw up the contract, and Mr. Lizard will send it to you.
He doesn't know what Jarlaxle's accent price is.
Felix, it's under control. Jarlaxle, you do whatever it takes. Whatever. I don't want a cursed, haunted halfling chasing me. I'm trying to squeeze another 70 or 80 chapters out of this book. So
I wonder how Jarlaxle feels about said book.
Is that well?
Frankly, he does not portrayed very well in it.
Yeah.
The good news for you is it's probably going to take a while for this halfling spirit to travel across the land. You'll always be able to detect it, and you'll detect when it gets close. But if you could just put up with the feeling of impending doom, then it's nothing to worry about until it gets here. So maybe don't worry your fiddly little head too much for now.
The leather trousers I wear are always 2 sizes too small. I can put up with a lot.
Brilliant. And with that, he steps away from you and he looks at Fator and he's going, Am I staying here tonight?
Hang on a minute. Whoa, wait a minute then. Whoa, cut in. Why did they take our hair?
Well, they took their hair.
They didn't ask for your hair. You just gave them some random hair for no reason.
Yeah.
Why did they, if we know it's not a spirity thing, why have they taken it?
They took hair to
says,
find out that it was.
Yeah. He says, I had an inkling, but I couldn't have it confirmed until
Fair
the
dues.
Silver Hand.
I go
conducted
behind the
ritual.
bar. I go, would you like our finest drink on the house?
And he's like, I always carry a bottle of my finest stuff on me. And he
Oh.
reaches into his pack. And
So
he
Is
says,
that the same one Fator would have seen before on the ship that was empty?
Yeah. He's always got a bottle of that handy. And then he holds it up and he produces 2 glasses and he's like, am I staying tonight?
Yes, I guess. Like Fator was like, yeah. You helped us, I guess, figure out what it is. Like, Fator is very appreciative. Just looks at no one. Jeremiah's given a look, and she just looks and goes, "Fucking behave." Like, I already know what you're thinking. Behave.
Excellent.
And then it just looks at him more and goes, "What do you think's gonna happen when we are married?" Like,
He's not staying over. He's
So you
on the
just want-
face.
so
My
do you want me to
in the
just?
morning, we're about the cinnamon.
Well,
Just
would you
something
prefer
bad.
just?
Just everything smells of cinnamon.
Okay, Jeremiah, you've got an option. Either he can stay over, or I stay on the ship.
Have a good night, babe.
Okay. Jeremiah, so she gives him the option of he can either stay because she just ignores Jeremiah. She's like, all right, we can go back to the ship. Although you are more than welcome to stay, and like Felix said, there'll be drinks on the house. You can find a way to get rid of this revenant, hopefully without us having to fight it.
How much money have we got?
I've got 25,000.
Gold.
Yeah.
It's not enough. We need a lot more.
What are you wanting?
So I pull a scroll out of my bag, and I roll it out, and I put a drink on either end of it, and it's got like diagrams, right? I've been talking to this guy in L, right? And he's giving me this idea, right? Is it possible? We need a lot of money on. We need a lot of money to do this. A lot. So imagine, if you will, I'm going to try and make this as vague as I can so that you don't know what I'm talking about. So imagine that there was a cuckoo clock on a wall.
Uh-huh.
And by turning the cuckoo clock to random positions, the whole pub within a circle could transport to any other location that we built these like a.
Are you wanting to turn into Mahadi's fucking shop in hell?
Well, I saw it and I thought there must be a way of doing it. I mean, like, I've heard stories of it. I did hear stories of a vampire duck.
A vampire. Victoria takes this glass at this point. Victoria takes the glass of John Axel's fucking drink. I was like, do you know what? I've fucking say, there we go. She sits down. She's got this drink. She's like, we fucking a vampire duck. This is what you've heard.
Right, it's a long story, right?
But we've got plenty of time.
We had a castle that would move around in wherever we wanted to go on this plane. It couldn't go to another plane. It's not like that. We're not like that would be freaking hell. That's what they're trying to do in it. But we could definitely. But it's going to cost. There's a lot of groundwork. We'd have to buy next door, and we'd have to buy next door, I guess, because
I got 50,000 gold. I got 50,000 gold.
So the 75,000 between just me and Jeremiah.
I'm not offering mine. I'm saving up for a trident that makes me speak to fish.
Oh, you are, no, you are.
How much? Wait, how much gold were you given earlier from your
Technically, you haven't said.
royalties?
1,000, which gives me with 1,100 gold is what I currently have. I put all my money in
We
the
still have like 1,000 gold worth of gems as well. We have so much, like from the very first, like we have an adamantine bar. We've got 1,000 gems. Like we've got so much shit from when we collected.
I want to. Here we go. And I want to have opened in the corner of the pub venue. I would like to have opened a little gift shop, and there are, they were called Hell Scarabs. Oh, where is it? They're in my thing. These dirty, great big fucking swordy bastard fucking poorly things. They're nasty. They're from hell. Like all the trophies, I picked loads off bodies, stupid stuff. I got them. I know I have in my thing. And there's like dirty caplets and stuff from hell. And I want to be flogging them top rate. You get a 3-man deal, 4-man deal. If you buy one of these fucking dirty great big things for like 400 gold, fuck it, it's from hell. Try and get another one. Get another one. Go on then. Fucking get another one. If you buy it, right, you get a free Jeremiah Havoc set of wraps. You get Lord Flasharse's book. You get Fate Tora's Cook Time book.
I'm the chef, apparently.
And you get, I don't know, Inside My Life, My Family, My Friends, My Hell by Felix.
Signed topless photo of Flash Art.
Yeah.
Topless drawing.
What we say is Felix has gone full Monkey's Emporium on this.
Felix has got full Monkey's Emporium.
I want to be able to raise money to be able to build a fully encircling, so we
Victoria
anyway.
Victoria has finished her drink and she's going, I need a fucking another one dealing with these lot. I'm sorry. Because it sounds like you're trying to flog it to us right now. Like you are full of flogging this idea to us.
Think of the shit we can do, oh? Festivals. How cool is that? Oh, should we just take a pub to a festival? Yeah, take a pub festival. Open the doors, there you go. Alex, great idea.
Okay, well, that aside, which is obviously
Basically,
a
I
long-term
think out
plan.
the character, until a DM says something else turns up nasty, I'm just going to plant and build a circle around here.
Here we go.
So we're getting back into commerce. We need to raise funds, is what we're saying.
That's what they're doing. What is the time right now?
It's like about. It's late evening. Let's say that. It's dark outside.
Well,
really dark.
if we're planning funds anyway, isn't it like? Don't you have some bands turning up tonight? You got to prepare for.
Yeah, that's right.
You've always got gigs going on. Should we just get ready for an evening shift?
I thought you'd closed the pub for tonight.
Well, I don't know. He wants to now raise funds, so we can't raise funds if the pub is closed.
Because don't forget, Screech put the word out that the pub was shut tonight.
It's open too.
Then if that's the case, Victoria's just gonna probably, if we're not opening the pub, Victoria's probably just gonna we need to rest. I think we need to just sleep. We've got some time before the halfling turns up. If he does turn up, we can move in a different direction.
I look at Flash Art and I say, brothel.
I'm feeling particularly doomy. Yep.
Brilliant. Cool. We will end it there.
Victoria's gone up to bed. Victoria's gone to her bedroom and she's like,
Victoria, what's Joel Axel doing then?
He's gonna. I'm assuming he's staying the night. So
he is staying the night. Yep.
Yeah.
No sleep for Victoria. Then we're definitely going to the brothel.
Is Jeremiah going to the brothel? Is that where Jeremiah's going?
I haven't directly ask Jeremiah, because Jeremiah knows that if he wants to come, he'll just come. Like,
It's not really Jeremiah's got enough words in it, I suppose.
you are
Not really his cup of tea. Jeremiah's like, no, I'm going out.
very exotic, fam. There's tigers in them and shit. They proper Roman style. They very.
No, it's okay. I'll entertain myself for the evening. He walks off and doesn't tell anyone where he's going.
All right.
He's gone back up to the roof to try.
To keep jumping off.
Yeah, so Victoria's gone upstairs with
Same
Jan.
roof. If they saw him, bloody, what's his name there? No.
Screech is like, hey, if this pub's a rocking, don't come knocking.
Thank you, Screech.
Screech is basically the warning. They come within 50 feet and they're like, Screech, is it safe to come in? Is it safe to come home yet?
No, you're not safe.
As the band's loading in, I look at them and I say, we probably want to do like use heavy lute strings tonight, like make it a bit louder.
So we are opening the pub.
Well, I don't know. Oh no, if it's shut, yeah, go bed. I send the
So
band away. I send the band away, flick them a gold each.
If we're opening the pub, all of us have just wandered off. So
Yeah.
Lock it up, spell on the door.
I
plug.
mean,
Fuck off.
you know, big Kenkus today. Yeah, anyway,
The
yeah, no,
Kenku's
we all
good
want
running.
off.
They've ran it for God knows for the amount of time we were away.
They've ran it
So
for like the 17 years we were in hell. You know?
he's not wrong.
Awesome. Cool. So hopefully next time we'll have Fonkin as well,
Hey.
and then we can get into the next big thing. This was a little bit of a placeholder, but there is stuff happening. There's longest term stuff happening. So thank you everybody for playing tonight.
thank you
Love
very
that.
much.
Love the Gary.
Yeah, I've got to actually do shit now. I can't just like zone out towards the last 2 minutes of things.
Yeah, you've got producer duties now.
I know. What is this? Right. So shout out again to our sponsors. We have Shakeless Games.
Yay!
We have Monkeys Emporium.
Yay!
And we have Lost Souls Pizza. I almost said Lost Boys. No, they've rebranded. It's Lost Souls Pizza.
Yeah, definitely Lost Souls.
It's going to be rebranded again to Mr. Lizard's Pizza.
Mr.
it.
Lizard. Oh, that was definitely one of my like. I was crying, laughing during that, Dan. Oh, I was so weak.
I can
go.
predict we're going to see a lot more Mr. Lizard.
Yes. Yes. Now he has like an inbuilt solicitor lawyer in everything. Yeah.
Every time you ask to do something, run it past your lawyer.
It's Mr. Lizard's multi-realm lawyer services. He just be wherever.
Hello.
Brilliant. Yes, thank you everybody for playing. Thank you people for watching. We will be back next Sunday. I think we're back Wednesday for some Cthulhu as well. But
Nice.
Oh,
Drop by
double
and
check with
see us.
PJ so he doesn't double book himself.
oh yeah. Ask yes. But if you don't want to watch us on Wednesday, go and watch Dan on Toy Division at 8:30 on YouTube, which is always entertaining. If not, catch up later in the week. And then next Sunday before we go live, check Monkeys Emporium for their live auctions, which are really cool. That's on Facebook.
Yeah, the one tonight was really good. It was really good.
It is entertainment in itself as
I
well.
think I wanted.
And we'll see everybody next week, hopefully.
There we go. Awkward wave. Bye.